Therefore, I forgive. I take back my power, and I give you back your power. Take another deep, slow breath in, and scan if there are any other faces, places, or memories coming up in this now moment. Allow any cords to show themselves.
So,
shine the full light of awareness on these cords and connections.
I wanted to
and ask the higher power
help you guys
to support you in cutting these
here.
cords of control and manipulation.
So,
in this now moment, I cut the cords of control and manipulation.
Are you guys good? Hold on. Let me
I
just,
take back my power, and I give you back your power by cutting these cords of control and manipulation in all directions of time and space, past, present, and future. From now on, I vow to take full responsibility for my own life.
Okay, so if you guys can see on the background, I'm listening to a meditation for cutting cords for 2022. So
transmute any pain
I found it very important to listen to this.
I ask this higher power to
Can you guys hear me if I do this?
balance and coherence in all 7 of my energy
Okay, give me 1
centers.
second. Let me... All right, so I'm saying let's do some work together. If you guys are not busy, if you're just sitting down at home doing nothing, get a pen and paper right now. Oh my God, my crown chakra, I'm getting hit in the head so hard. If you guys are not busy, get a pen and paper and write these down. We're gonna do like a little exercise together, hopefully to help you guys clear some things and to help you step into 2022 as your true powerful self, as who you truly are. This lighting looks weird. As your true powerful self, as who you truly are. And that's why I'm doing this. So for those of you who are sitting at home right now, you're like, I don't know what to do, I'm bored, there's nothing to do. Well, let's do some work together, right? Why not? What are you gonna do? Sit at home and waste your time and just watch TV and look at your phone all day long? Okay, you guys. All right, so the first thing I want you guys to do for 2022, okay, the first thing I want you guys to do for yourselves for 2022 is do what I did. So I wrote down 10 goals, okay? I wrote down 10 goals and 10 goals for 2022, and I wrote down that I have already achieved. So you want to write this down, 10 goals for 2022 that I have already achieved. Now, here's the trick. When you write these down, you don't have to do this now. You don't have to do this now. But I'm telling you, this is one of the exercises that I want you to do for yourself. When you do this, though, first things first, I want you to put it on a piece of paper that you can keep on your wall that you can look at every day. So when you wake up in the morning, maybe you could put it next to your bed. Like, say, for instance, your bed's against the wall. You could put it right there, and you could look at it every morning and every night before you go to sleep and when you wake up, so it could remind you of the things that you want to do for this year. That's the first thing I want you to do. Make sure it's on a piece of paper or something where I like to type it up on a computer and then print it out and keep it in front of me. I even like to write it on my board in the room. But also the best thing for this is like you can just type it up, or you could just put it next to your bed like this with paper and pen and just write it down. The next trick that I want you to do when you write these 10 goals down, I don't want you to write, I am going to, I will have, I should have. I want you to start every one of them with I have. So what you're going to do right now, if you have a pen and a paper, if not, you could do this later. Write down 10 goals for 2022 that I have already achieved, as if it happened in the past tense, as if you've already achieved it. You're just looking at it every single day so that it manifests on a daily basis. So if you want to do that right now, you could just write 10 goals I have already achieved in 2022. Okay, and then you could write number 1, I have, and then number 2, I have, number 3, I have on all of them, and then you could just write whatever it is here. I could share some of mine with you if you want some ideas, but these are the ones that I wrote down. If you guys want me to share, I will share. So one of my goals is I wrote 10 goals for 2022 that I have already achieved. So number 1 is I have a home and a new car, and I have a home, a new car, and a place to work in, live in, and feel at peace that has security, love, and happiness. Okay. And then I have a thriving business, and my finances are in order. I have a loving, strong partner who loves me and Eliana and supports me in every way. I have incredible gifts that I turn into a thriving business. I have plenty of money to help myself, Eliana, and give back and share. I have financial freedom, enough to be able to share with others. I have a business and a place I can work out of, and I can also feel at home in. I have my book done, my music's recorded, my meditation videos are recorded. I have many focused creative projects. I am free to create, and Eliana and I can enjoy life together. That's my daughter, Eliana, for those of you who don't know. Number 8 is me and Eliana are healthy and in shape. Number 9 is I have helpful and incredible friends and family who love and support each other. That was number 9. Number 10 is I like that. I have broken all contracts. I owe no one nothing anymore. I was doing that these past 2 days because I already made it. And then number 10 is my life is beautiful in every area and there are no empty spaces. Life is good. Life is beautiful. So those are my goals, and I wrote them down. And I don't mind sharing them with you because regardless of what, I will always manifest my dreams, and nobody can ever stop that for me. I have a very powerful will and a strong will, and I also surrender my will over to the universe on a daily basis. And I allow the universe to work with me in ways that I sometimes don't understand, like why I want to control everything, but then I do. It's because I want everything to happen my way, but sometimes we have to just give the universe free range. So you write down what you want, and then the universe finds ways to create it for you. And then you have to pay attention because sometimes they'll send you what you want. Thank you, Lori. They'll send you what you want and what you need. By like, it'll come in different forms. Like maybe somebody will hit you up and be like, yo, I have this opportunity for you. Do you want to do this? Or I heard that you should do this. Or I had a dream about you. And just pay attention to the signs. You use your discernment when you're using your intuition, because your intuition is like this. It's like, when it's your intuition, it's very clear and straightforward. It'll just be like, don't do that. And you'll just hear it. When it's not your intuition, and when it's something else that's trying to confuse you or manipulate you, it's always going to be like, oh, but you should do this, but you should do that. And it'll like confuse you. So that's not your intuition. If it's confusing and you don't understand what the fuck it's saying to you, that's not your intuition. Your intuition is usually very clear cut and straightforward, just gives it to you how it's supposed to be. And that's it. Like that's how your intuition works. So when use your discernment, because it's like almost like when you're talking to someone, right? See, the biggest mistake that we make. So anyway, so that's the goal stuff, because we're going to get into some more stuff, because in 2022 we will be, and I'm going to give you some tips and tricks about 2022 that I'm feeling, and with life in general is one of the things that I've understood. For instance, somebody hit me up. This guy hit me up on Instagram, and this is a very good example. Love and light to you too, Vic. This is a great example. Yeah, that's good. Back. Yeah, you should do it. Okay. This is a very good example. And it could work with you in any situation. So somebody hit me up and he was like, hey, what's up? I want to take you out to dinner. What's good? Let me take you out to a nice dinner or whatever on the DMs. And I usually ignore those messages. I'm like, yeah, okay, thanks, bye. But I know that spirit was like, you need to open up your heart to love and go on dates and try this. So I was like, okay, so I guess this must be someone they sent my way. And so I kind of like looked at some pictures and kind of like felt the energy, and I was like, oh, I'm not feeling nothing weird or nothing. And then I gave the person my number and I spoke to them. Now, usually when I speak to someone, I will do a lot of the talking, blah, 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 blah. But this time around, I did it a little differently. And what I did was I listened the whole time. He was talking. He was like just talking the whole time. And I was just like, just listening and listening some more, and then kept listening. And then every time I tried to talk, they cut me off and I couldn't get a word in edgewise. And I'm not saying this person's a bad person. Oh my God, they're horrible. Like, no, I just recognized right there and then that was not somebody for me. And I immediately told him this is not going to work out. He was like, this is my first time talking to you. I was like, yeah, but I pretty much know when someone is for me or not. Like, there has to be equal communication. And this is what I'm saying. Like, put this into your life form right now. It's a no for me. It's a big no for me. And it's not even, I'm not being disrespectful, but I'm just letting you know it's not gonna work. And then the conversation, when I was talking about energy and stuff, he was like, what the fuck is that? You know, like, so for me, that wasn't gonna work out, you know? So what I'm saying to you is, in this year, really, if you really want to have peace this year, okay? When you know, it was a no right away. But that's what I'm saying. And see, and here, fall back and listen. This is what I'm trying to say to you. It is so important, because most of the time when I met people, I kind of did a lot of the talking. I'm not going to lie, being the Virgo, I always want to dominate the conversation. I want to get on top, and yeah, I want to get on top. Like, I want to get on top. I really do. No, but you know, I'm always like, no, you lay down, bitch. Let me do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, but in this year, 2022, I told myself that I'm going to okay, that's cool. So in this year, in 2022, I said everything that I'm going to do, I'm going to always listen to the person first, or listen to my intuition right away, instead of doing, exactly, Joel, instead of doing what I always did. Yeah, exactly. They do need to be on your level. But even this is with business, with finances, with credit cards, with checks, with people, with everything. I said from now on, when I go into places, instead of being like, blah, 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 I'm going to be like, well, what does this person have to say to me? Like, I'm going to listen first, and then I'll respond. And as I'm listening, I will read between the lines. And when I do that, whenever I read between the lines, even when I'm doing readings on people, I'll get a lot of information at once. It'll just be, I have to, like, it's almost like I'm like categorizing what's information and what's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes I'll hear something and it's like, whatever, that's not for me. But something that like goes into my auric field and I feel it, I start to use that information. I listen to those little tidbits. I'm a claircognate. If you guys don't know what a claircognate is, that's someone who knows something without having any idea how or why they know it. So when I do readings, yes, I'm clairaudient, meaning I hear it and I feel it, and I clairsentient, clairvisient, I could kind of see visions and all this stuff. But mostly it's like I know without knowing. For instance, I did a reading last week on a girl, and I'm telling you this for your own use in 2022. Use as if like, act like you're a medium or a reader like me. Like, when you're talking to someone, see, as a reader, as a medium, as a healer, I have to listen to people a lot. So I'll, like, when I'm doing my classes, it's different. I'm more talking because I'm the teacher, right? When you're in school, the teacher's mostly talking. You're just sitting there listening. You're taking notes. But when I treat everybody like you're reading them. So the first thing you want to do is listen to the person speak. What are they saying to me? Why are they saying this? What is their energy? How are they speaking to me? What are they giving me from this energy? And then from there, you can respond. This is where your patience comes in. As a person who's a healer, I'm serious right now. Ask anybody who's ever dealt with me. I have a lot of patience because I'm constant. I'm saying that with no shade. I have massive amount of patience that I've learned through doing work, energy work, healing, and mediumship and readings, because I have to listen to people's issues all the time. And in the beginning, when I was listening to people's problems, I was always like sad with them or angry with them. And as an empath, you have to learn, again, the word discernment. You have to learn what is for you and what isn't. And also, I want you guys to practice this in 2022. When you step into a situation, whether this be at home, at work, in any relationship, friendship, any of that, I want you to read your energy when you're done. Now, you can imagine it like a laser. It's a scan, like a laser beam. And the way I do is I'll scan my energy. The laser beam will go through my body. I'll see what parts of my body are triggered by it, what's affected by it, what I like and what I don't like. And that right there will show me this situation is good for me, it's unhealthy for me, it's the right or it's the wrong situation for me. Because a lot of times we're so busy and caught up and we're so that we're forgetting to just stop for a second and go, What is bothering me right now? Like, for instance, I'm sitting here right now in my room and I did a lot of meditation just now, probably about an hour and a half worth. Again, if you don't have 15 minutes to meditate, meditate for an hour. Because if you don't have 15 minutes in your day to meditate, or like, you know how we say we don't have time, then you probably should loosen up your schedule. Okay? If you don't have the time for these things. I hear and feel energy so strongly, and so many people have such bad energy. It's exhausting to be around people. Vic, you want to know the solution to that? And I'm going to tell you this right now. And I understand, like, if you have to go to work and you can't help but be around these people, for 2022, do yourself a favor. If that's how you're feeling about people, that their energy is so bad and so off, start eliminating those people. When you're dealing with family, it is a totally different thing. This is family. Like, we have to understand that they're around us, they're with us, they're family, and whether you like it or not, sometimes they're gonna do the right thing, sometimes they're gonna be bad energy, but you have to learn how to block that. Like, their karma is not your karma, their lessons are not your lessons, so you have to learn how to just block out the people that are impacting your life negatively. I don't give a shit if you have to be alone. Listen, it is, for those of you who are choosing to change, my ear is burning right now. It's burning. For those of you who are choosing to change in 2022, I promise you, if you just eliminate the people now, and I'm not saying eliminate, fuck everybody. That's not what I'm saying. You know that there are toxic people in your life, and you know there are good people in your life. You are very well aware of it. Hi, Jess. You are very, very well aware of it. You're not dumb. You're not stupid. And if you continuously keep going back to these toxic people, then I'm going to say something to you that you're not going to want to hear. You like it. Because let me tell you something. When I was in my toxic behaviors, I chased people that were toxic because I couldn't be around good people. You know why? Because then I felt like a piece of shit. So I couldn't be a piece of shit and be around somebody who's a good person, because then they're the good person and I'm the piece of shit. So what did I have to do? I had to constantly surround myself with pieces of shit because I felt so good about myself around them. I would actually purposefully surround myself with bad people because it made me feel like I was a better person. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not judging you because I'm telling you what I did. I myself loved the toxic lifestyle. I liked toxic men. I didn't like men who were nice to me. I wanted them to treat me like shit. I didn't even know I liked that though, because I was such in a delusional state of being and did not know my value or my worth for nothing. And so I allowed that behavior to happen, and I will never blame none of them for treating me the way they did because I liked that toxic behavior. But today, if toxic behavior comes around me, I instantaneously, I literally, it's like I'm like a repellent. I'm like a mosquito to a repellent. I can't stand it. I have to run away. It's like the negative energy. For me today, if someone protrudes like a auric field of negativity, I immediately sense it and I get so uncomfortable that I have to escape the situation and leave. And I try to be responsible today and tell them, like, look, your energy is toxic. I have to evacuate the situation immediately. Like, emergency exit, fire, run out the fucking door, jump out the window. I don't care. But I try to tell people today because the old me would be like ghosting people and be like, fuck you, no, fuck this, fuck that. But today, this healed me. If I make a mistake with a friend, if I do something wrong, I will always forget about pride. I throw that shit to the side. I'm like, I'm going to contact them and say sorry because I acted like a complete fool. So if you don't want to hear this, then you're not ready for the change. And so I will tell you, if you continuously keep going back to people that really make you feel like a fucking lowlife, then you really actually, I'm telling you right now, you're not purposely doing it. You don't know that you like toxic shit because you're unaware of your own worth. Yeah, growth. You're unaware of your self-worth. You're unaware of the love. Oh, my ear is on fire. So I'm totally channeling right now because that's usually what happens. There's a lot of information coming in. And this is important information for 2022 because they want you, your spirit guides right now are like telling me straight up and down, Flo, tell them what you just did. Well, I did a powerful 1 hour I am meditation. And then after that, I did a powerful 30-minute cutting cords meditation. Because as I want to step into the new year, I want to be 100% sure that those negative influences. Now, when we talk of negative influence, I want to make it very clear to you guys. I need to make this like excessively clear. Like I want you to read like, you know, like as if there was gold letters in the sky. There are different versions of toxic energetic cords that are attached to you. This could be with people, with actual in this 3D realm. It could be energetically in your dream state. It can be in past, present, and future and different dimensions. Okay, so when you look at the tarot, for instance, this is a great example. The tarot has 72 cards in the deck. There are 22 major arcanas and 23 major arcanas, 22 minor arcanas. Now, what people don't understand is that they represent your 22 dimensional states. Like you're supposed to be living 22 dimensions at the same time, 22 different versions of you all at the same time, just constantly going and going and going. Now, as a person who receives major arcanas, it means that you have got the Fool, right? The Fool card went all around the Fool's journey. Watch this on YouTube. It's called the Fool's Journey. The Fool has gone all around and around and is seeing you in all of these different dimensions, which is what you see in your dreams. When you're seeing yourself in dreams playing out different things, some of them are prophetic dreams to show you what's going to happen here, but a lot of them are you having dreams of the past, present, and future dimensional living that you're doing at this very, very exact time. So a lot of your dreams are showing you who you truly are in different dimensions, and remembering that whatever you have observing here in this consciousness, you are subconsciously unaware that those are your realities as well. And if you can gather those realities all together to create balance and harmony so that you could feel at peace here. And the way you do that is by letting go of things. So if you have a dream, people will say to me, I'm having a dream about my ex-boyfriend constantly. You know why? You have not healed something from there. You have not healed something from there. I used to have dreams about what happened to me when I was younger because I didn't heal it yet. I didn't forgive and I didn't move forward from it. You will have a dream about a specific person, your mother, maybe your grandmother, maybe your aunt, and you'll think, oh, that's the dream about my grandmother. But your grandmother could be showing you somebody from your grandmother's side that you're not healing from, a cousin, an aunt, something, and that you're not letting go. You're not letting go of. Jess, look at those dreams. You're saying you're having horrible dreams, especially right now. The dream state is a million times over right now. When you're having your dreams right now, you guys, a lot of people, listen, Jupiter is in Neptune right now. So that's Jupiter is all about karmic past lives, right? And Neptune is all about the psychic intuition and very like dreamy state. Like Pisces are known to be dreamers. They're very cosmic, mystical dreamers type people. So the past is, and Mercury is in retrograde. So the past is coming up for review. Everything that you haven't healed right now will come to like knock on your door in your head and be like, hey, yeah, you never healed this. Now, because I'm channeling, I'm sorry if the information is going a little fast, but try to like rewind this and watch it and listen to it a couple of times so you understand. So now what I want you to understand is that those things that you haven't healed, they are not a punishment. Yogi, if you're taking any prescription medication or you're smoking a lot of weed or anything like that, it's very hard to dream. So if you're taking anything like that, then that's why you're not having dreams. Your consciousness and your subconsciousness and your consciousness they need to be very fully aware, and especially in order for you to see the other dimensions that you're traveling in, you have to be very clear-minded. I'm really into dream interpretation too. I can interpret dreams like nobody's business. I'm amazing at it for some reason. But what I was going to say, now when you're seeing your dream state and you're looking at yourself doing all these things in your dream, don't ever wake up and be like, what am I, a bad person? Do I deserve to be punished? Why do I keep seeing myself in this dream? No, that is your higher self telling you, hi, Angela, you came here on earth in this human body to learn these specific lessons. So if there's a contract, right? Let's say we sign a contract before we come here. On that contract, there's a list of things that we want to do. Make up with my mom, stop having toxic relationships, learn how to heal, learn how to love better, learn how to forgive, learn how to trust, learn how to, you see what I'm saying? Or there could be something that happened in your past life where you got murdered and you never forgave the person. So you came back in this lifetime to learn to forgive every and all things. Okay? So you have to learn, and all of the things that you needed to learn, it will be shown in your dream state. You'll see it. First of all, you will feel it like every single day. Those of you who know you have like horrible relationships with your mother, for instance, or you have toxic relationships with your mother, or for instance, you have codependent relationships with your mother, where it's like, it's codependency. You try to tell yourself, am I codependent? Am I relying on my mother? Or is it that like if I feel like if I'm going to let her go, I'm being fucked up because she can't take care of herself and she can't do it on her own. And my other brothers and sisters are not responsible enough to do it. So I have to do everything and I have to be the responsible and I have to be the one, because you're the light worker, because you're the star seed that came into the family to bring light and healing. Okay, Rennie, I love you. To bring light and to bring healing into the situation. So when you feel responsible like that, remember, you wanted to make these situations better. But I'm going to explain something to you very, very, very fucking clearly. Sometimes when you are putting all the effort to heal this karma, you can easily break the contract, even if it feels hard because you feel sorry that you're being selfish, or, you're making it all about you and you shouldn't do that and you shouldn't drop that one like that because that's fucked up. But here's the thing though. No matter how you feeling guilty about something, you have to understand something. I need you to know something in order for you to take your power back and to be able to live life freely and joyfully, which is ultimately what we come here to experience: love, joy, and freedom. And we do have to experience limitations and lessons while we're here. But joy, love, and freedom are one of the main reasons why humans came here, is to enjoy being a human and to enjoy life. So even though you're learning lessons and you're dealing with all this karma stuff, your soul still wants to experience the love and beauty of life. And so if there is something that is too karmically damaging for you, it's just taking you down over and over and over again, you cannot do it. It's breaking you down. It's breaking you down. And if you're depressed and you're anxious and you have anxiety and ADHD and that's just your body's way of responding to you not getting spiritually in tune with the things that you came here to do as a human. So if you're here saying, I'm not feeling happy, I'm mad, I'm depressed, I'm angry, maybe you need to check, who are you with in a relationship right now? Are they making you happy, or are you just with them for comfort? Even if you're married, sorry. Who are your friends around you? Do they bring you joy? Do they bring you support? And do they support you and guide you in everything? Exactly. Do they guide you in everything, or do they bring you down? Are they gossiping? Are they low vibrational? Is all they care about the things that you don't care about? Think about it. Just stop for a second before 22 comes up. 22. So before 2022, that's the number of balance. 222. Balance. And ironically, 222, and it equals 6, and the number 6 represents family. This is family karmic healing happening. I've told you guys this before. The DNA is being resolved right now. The DNA is being cleared. The family karmic lines are being resolved. And there are ancestral karmic lines and DNAs and cords that need to be cut that you guys should not any longer be holding on to. I know you want to help everybody. I know you want to fix everything. But sometimes it's like spirit is like giving us like this kind of nudge to be like, hey, you tried. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna kill yourself trying? Are you going to drink yourself to death trying? Or are you going to smoke yourself to death trying? Are you gonna, stay with them for your children and do the same thing you've done in every other fucking lifetime and always been the sucker in the relationship and the yes ma'am and the okay, I got it, babe, and okay, huh? What do you need? Okay, I got it, huh? What do you need? Huh? I got. Listen. If it don't give you pure joy and pleasure to serve somebody in your life, then stop serving them. Because guess what you're doing? You are building resentment. If you're in a relationship right now, or even a friendship, and it's you just giving. This friend is like, babe, can you make me food? Babe, do this. Babe, do that. And you're doing it. Okay, babe. If you're not joyful while doing it, like, I can't wait to make my man some lunch, or I can't wait to suck his dick, or like, I can't wait to do this. If you're not joyful the whole time doing it, you're building resentments. You're building like a book of like, this one time I did this for you. Remember that one time I did that for you? You know what I'm saying? So like, because if you really love that person, when you argue with them, you're not going to bring up that time you did this for them, that time you did that for them. I knew somebody like that. She was a bitch, that's why I did this for you, but I did this for you, but I did that. And all the things I did for her, I never brought up. I knew someone like that. And I remember always being told the things that they did for me, but they never, because their memory is not that great, don't remember the millions of things that I've done for them. Only when it's like beneficial to them do they remember it. Do you understand what I'm saying to you, right? So everything you create in 2022, do it with love and passion. Because if you just do it, I promise you, you're going to end up with resentments and more karma to clear, more anger. And if there are spiritual entities, energetic entities, fields and frequencies that don't resonate with you and you don't like it, and even in your dream state, you wake up and you say, I don't want that. Do not do that again. Okay. And I'm calling in a higher power to heal, resolve, and remove this energy from my life for good. God, I promise you, please, I don't want anything to do with this. Rip up those contracts, man. Clear up those contracts. Because if you right now, listen, success is not measured by how much money you're making, you guys. Success is comes from your heart and the way you feel, right? When I want to manifest a home, a brand new house, I'm not thinking, oh, I want it to be fancy and when everyone else sees it, I want it to be like, oh my God, you got a house. I don't give a shit about that. I manifest that house, the feeling I get when I walk in. I got healthy foods all in my cabinets. There's fruits and vegetables everywhere. I have my natural herbs right there. In the back, I have my whole like magical, mystical room where I can go into and be all weird and dance and do like whatever I can. And maybe there's like a little basement with like a dance studio that I could freely move around. And then now over here, I have like a little art section for my daughter to just go with her friends and draw and be free. And I want her room to be creative and expressive and my room to be creative and expressive and free. And there's peace inside and there's light inside and there's good energy flowing. That's what I manifest when I manifest a home. Even when I manifest a new car, I'm not thinking, I can't wait till everybody sees my new car. It's the feeling I'm going to get getting in, knowing it's a new car. I don't have to worry. Will something break down next week? Will I have to call AAA? Will I fucking have a flat tire? Do you see what I'm saying? How do you know if the contracts are cleared? So you'll know if the contracts are cleared if they don't keep bugging you. So when you keep repetitively thinking of something, that's like basically your spirit knocking, saying, hey, you're not clearing this. And it's going to keep coming up for review until you let it go. So, you could say sometimes, I let it go. But energetically, your energy force is kind of still looking at it a little bit. Right? It's kind of still looking at it. So I've learned this year, now in this moment, I've said those, because I have my own personal things I was experiencing with family members that were negative attachments that were coming up in my dreams and trying to like show me things that they know I'm trying to stay away from. For instance, drugs, right? They'll do them in my dreams all the time and they'll bring me to the party. And I'm like, I'm trying like not to do that. Don't remind me of it, because then I see it and maybe it reminds me of it and maybe I want to go out. Maybe I make a mistake. So this is what I'm trying to say to you. And I'm dealing with that. And I already made you guys, my ear, you see it? It's purple. I made the connection and I saw what was going on and I said, oh no. What was I doing this whole time? Was I entertaining that? Because I don't feel like I was. And then I had to make it very clear to spirit. I am sleeping. When I'm sleeping, I'm not 100% aware of where my consciousness is going. So please, spirit of love and light, angels, archangels, Holy Spirit, all my starseed family, my ancestors who love me, I need you to help cut these cords. And these are negative attachments and influences that are trying to impact me in a negative way. And that's not fair. I send you love and light. I tried to even help them. I even went into like a hellish place to try to get some of them out. But some of them just want to stay there. And there's nothing I could do about that. I can't force people to go into the light. All I can do is try, and if it doesn't work, then I move on. You will only know contracts and things are over. Okay? Exactly. And you will go crazy if you're an overthinker. That's another thing. And see what BGC Caston just said. BT Caston just said. It's interesting because you just reminded me of something. When you said you're overthinking, you'll go crazy. That's if you're not fixing something, you're not healing something, it will keep nagging at you, man. I gotta do it, I gotta do that. Okay, another thing I've learned personally is not to overthink on my finances, because being a Virgo, once again, I'm like a financial analyzer. I'll look up I shouldn't have spent that much, I should have done this, I should have done that, shoulda, coulda, woulda, coulda. Fine. I look back at my finances and realize I spent about $28,000 just in a year and a half. Now, that might not seem like a lot to people, but when you're working legally and you're not doing anything illegal on the side, or and you're doing things from home and you're doing things you love and you're making you made that money and you spent it, to me, it was like, what the fuck did I do? Why was I being so stupid? Why was I being so irresponsible? But I'm also a single mom. I've helped a lot of people with that money. A lot of people. I've donated a lot of it. I've given a lot away to my mother. I've done this, I've done that. But that's not the point. I had to learn these past few days not to stress about that, because what's done is done. Instead of doing what I always did, which is worry and be mad at myself and punish myself for it, I had to stop and say, okay, so I realize now that, and then, hey, look, I did this, I did that. I got to go a lot of places. I had fun. I enjoyed life. I got this, I got that. I took care of all my legal bills. All my finances are in order, and I'm fine. And I still got money saved. So what am I complaining about? But I learned the lesson of it. And these past few days, I put all my credit cards away. I put the cash that I did have saved, I gave it to someone, and I was like, you need to hold that, and then don't give it to me. You know what I'm saying? No matter what. And so, again, I started as if I'm just working with a $600 budget every 2 weeks. You see what I'm saying? Instead of how I was before, where I was like, oh, I got so much money, I could just spend it. When you have a lot of money in your face, you're kind of like, I got it, I'll take care of it. So finances too, balancing your finances is going to be important. So after Christmas, I spent a good $1,500 on everybody. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. It was all the kids. After that, I said, that's it. So why I'm saying this to you is so you could be aware. I'm not, telling you, look, this is what I have, this is what I don't have. Fuck all that. I don't give a fuck what I have, what I don't have, because I have everything I need right here in my body, my spirit, my mind, my health, my words, my wisdom, my kindness, my love for myself and for the world. That's everything I need is right here within me. Everything else is just stuff. Here, we're moving. I'm yo, half of this stuff is not coming with us. I'm literally going to be yo, if y'all want some shit, come up in the crib, take whatever you want and go. You know what I'm saying? Because what's the point? I'm not wasting this stuff. I could give it away to somebody. We're going to donate a lot of the stuff, of course, but a lot of it's not coming with us. See, it's just stuff and it's just money. But I have my family, my health. We all got through this year doing, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. You guys, you notice, that's why I'm saying for 2022, I want you to write those goals down. I want you to set a goal for yourself. And even if you, out of the 10 goals in the year 2022, out of the 10 goals, if you achieve 3 or 4 of those goals, that's fine. The rest of it is manifesting as it goes. Don't put too much pressure on yourself, but try to set a couple of goals at least. So you can understand, first of all, how powerful you are, how capable you are. Because that is one thing I had to teach myself this past 3 months, was me understanding how powerful I am. Gina, I'm not gonna say what here, but I'll let you know on the private tip. But all I can say is that I'm making a move. I'm moving. So I'm not gonna say where or nothing. And again, I'm seeing 2022 and then 22 people in the room. A lot of balance is being created here. There's a lot of balance coming into play. That's what's needed in 2022. They're telling you, balance your finances, balance your health, balance your family dynamics, balance your relationships. Start letting go of people, places, and things that do not serve your highest good. This is the time. You don't have to listen. You're not listening to me. You don't have to listen to me. This is for you to hear. I'm not talking about listen to me. I'm telling you, this is what your spirit is calling for you to create and achieve this in 2022, because your spirit guides always know when you're listening. They always know when you're listening. They always know. I don't just sit here and I'm doing nothing and then I'm like, oh, I gotta get on live right now. Okay, sure. And then my ear starts burning and I start, like, literally it's purple. If you could see, my ear is purple. Okay, look at this one, it's white, and then this one is fucking purple. And that's what happens when I'm channeling. Like, you could see it. Look, do you see that? Do you see the color difference? You see that shit, right? That's what happens when I channel. My ear's purple. So that's your spirit guides telling you, I need you to say this, say this, say this. And I say it, and that's why I talk fast, because I'm hearing different messages. Like, say this. No, I need you to tell her. And they know you're listening all of the time. And this is messages for you to take and do whatever you want with it. Again, your spirit guides want you to know completely and clearly, it's your free will. They're not here to tell you what to do. They're only here to guide you. If you shall ask for their guidance, they will give it to you. If you're like, leave me the fuck alone, I'm gonna do whatever I want. I've done that before. And they do. They leave me alone. They're like, all right, she's going to do it anyway, guys. Just leave her. Like, but no, I'm going to stop her. And they're like, no, trust me, she's going to do it anyway. They know. When they know, they know. You know what I'm saying? But that's the thing. This year is like, try not to be like, fuck you, I'm going to do whatever I want. Because sometimes I get in that energy. Like, I don't give a fuck. Ah, it's too much pressure. Like, you know? Hi, baby. Canada. Driving, I'm only about 5 hours from Canada. And I wanted to go, but I heard that you can't go to Canada if you have a DUI. Is that true? My tongue. I heard that you're not allowed to drive to Canada if you have a DUI on your record. That's what I heard anyway. I don't know if this is the truth. I try to Google it. It says nothing about it. I got to go to the car and get another vape thingy because I'll be stuck here all night with that one. You know, so that's all I'm saying. It's I was about to say it's the Leo in me. Thank you, GB. You know what it is? It's not that I'm always speaking straight facts. I love you guys because thanks for trying to give me all the credit for all the work that I do. But honestly, without my spirit guides, without my guardian angels, without my starseed family and my ancestors who love me, I wouldn't be able to do this work because they kind of... Sometimes I won't want to do anything. They'll be like, get up, go do something, get up. They'll like nag me until I get up and I'm like, fine, fuck it, I'll do it. And you know, like I said, it's my free will. If I say I don't want to, they leave me alone. Like they never make me feel guilty when I just want to rest or I don't feel like it today. They let me. But yeah, it's it's really, I am very grateful that everybody's like, you're half angel, half human. Oh my God, thank you so much. And you know, and I'm like, that's great and everything. But like, if my spirit soul family didn't send me here to do this work and didn't believe in me, because they had to have believed in me in some way and be like, all right, you go, you're going to do it. You're going to do it this time. And I volunteered. And if it wasn't for all of us as a team doing it, I wouldn't be here to be able to reciprocate the messages out to you, right? Just like you're here with a team of souls, whether you believe it or not. There's a team of souls and they got your back always. They always got your back. But sometimes you want them off your back, right? Because it feels like pressure, but they're not trying to pressure you. They're giving you what you asked for, which is what you said when you were up there and your soul was up there and you were like, hey, when I go down there, make sure you guys stay on top of my ass and tell me what to do, because I know me, I might like get distracted and do some crazy shit. So they're doing essentially what you asked them to do. You asked them to guide you and to support you and to push you when you're like kind of losing like focus. And that's what they're doing. They're not here to hurt you. They're not here to fucking tell you what to do. No, they cannot. The only people that tell you what to do, you know who they are. And they don't come from a good place. Those energies that try to convince you to do something, hate yourself, you're ugly, you're stupid, you're dumb. Those aren't from a loving light energy. You know that. You know that. That the one facts, it's hard as fuck out here, but for the chosen ones, we ain't giving up though. The light is coming. The light is coming to get back whatever the dark has stolen. And that's what happens. That's what happens. And that's what's happening right now. And I told you last night that if you watched my video from last night, please watch it. It's called The Warning to Light Workers. You have to watch it and listen. I know I could be intense and kind of maybe annoying or whatever when I give the messages, but I promise you that if you listen and you pay attention, you'll understand why you're feeling this way and how you can stop it and how you can get rid of it. And like, I'm telling this because I experience it myself, you guys. I'm not giving you anything that I haven't personally experienced myself. I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I know things. I'm not going to sit here and be like, maybe. I experienced it myself. Therefore, I'm giving you the information, because if I'm going to go through it, I'm going through it because I need to share that knowledge with everybody. Hi, Miguel, my love. And you know, that's how it goes. Like, so that's why I want you guys like to be prepared for 2022. I want you to focus on yourself too more. You know, I hate to say this, but sometimes like being a little selfish. When we say selfish though, it's not the kind of nice hat flow. It's not a hat. It's a filter, but it looks like a hat, right? So I want you to write down those 10 goals, but prepare yourself like in a way where it's like, don't pressure yourself, but just say, I know I'm going to be able to create all this stuff. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do this because I can do it, because I'm strong enough to do it. You know, because a lot of us need to understand that we're chosen so that we can give messages to other people. So start off with the, you know what I'm saying? I can do this. And because when you do it, you're going to help a lot of other people. You see what I'm saying? When you heal whatever I crack up at how he calls me Junior. He's so cute. When you heal with the wounds and the pain that you have, you're going to help a lot of other people heal their wounds and their pains. And I tell people this all the time. Some girl just hit me up on a DM. She said, Flo, I know you're never going to see this. Wrong. I see pretty much all my messages, especially when I see that it's important. And she's talking about how she lost her child and she just wants a little advice. And if I could just give her a few friendly words, and I wrote her a whole book, of course. And I explained to her, I said, I know this is hard to believe right now because losing a child is one of the hardest things. But if I could tell you chose this like for a reason. So if there's something that you feel you learned out of it and you gained out of it, maybe you could be a strength and a support for other women who are going through it that can't figure it out. So if you figure it out, you're going to be that voice. See, there's chosen a group of people to go through the same experiences. And out of that group of people, one person comes out of it stronger, smarter, wiser. And then they become a guide to that group of people. Do you see what I'm saying to you? You see the soul connections? A whole bunch of people going through the same thing. They go through it and a whole bunch of them don't get out of it. 1 or 2 or 3 will. Those 1 or 2 or 3 become the voice for all of the other ones. Do you see what I'm saying? It's like we all chose the same lesson, but we got to see who's going to come out of it, who's going to gain knowledge out of it, and who's going to share information and knowledge out of it. You know what I mean? So like, it's like out of a group of people, one of you are chosen to do the hard work, and that is to heal from it so that you can help other people heal from it. And that's why it's so important to understand if you've been molested as a child, for instance. By the way, you guys, I want to tell you this. Please share this. Please, whenever I put these out, please share these. I'm doing meditations and I have like all these great ideas for specific things, for people who have been molested as a child, for people who have been abused physically, mentally, emotionally. I'm doing ones for letting go, forgiving your exes, forgiving your parents. I'm doing these different meditations, and they will be specifically geared towards that one specific situation. So whatever I channel through, I'm going to do it good, like with a microphone and music in the background, peaceful, so you could play it for a while, and then you could start with another meditation as for your individual healing. And I want you to understand that I know it's hard to understand this, and I get it, but whatever you went through, pain, suffering, whatever it is, if you can heal from it, I promise you, you will be able to help so many people through your own pain, okay? Why go through the pain for no reason? Why? You're smart too, Miguel. You must be smart if you think I'm smart, because smart people know who smart people are, right? Just like, they always say you always know how smart a person is by what they laugh at. And like if there's a joke that a lot of people don't get and you get it, you're smart enough to understand that. And if you're listening to me, it's because your higher self, who you are right now, is like my higher self. We're talking to each other. I'm getting such crown activation chakra right now. It's like I'm getting a lot of downloads and information happening right in this moment as you're talking to me right now. I'm getting just pinched by it's like just information. So this is important. If you went through any type of pain, look, you could have gone through the dumbest, smallest kind of pain that you think is nothing. Maybe you got over an ex and you don't think that's wisdom and knowledge to share. You're wrong. You know how many people need somebody to help them? How did you do it? I got over my ex like this. And so share that wisdom and knowledge and information, but make sure it's always coming from a place of love. I got over it because of forgiveness, or letting go, forgiveness. If you're not doing things with forgiveness and and love, then it's going to be with resentment and hate, and it's going to keep coming back over and over again. So A Biggie says, I can't help clearing my mind. I can't stop overthinking. Okay. So when that happens to me, I literally have to stop everything I'm doing and meditate, because if not, the whole day those thoughts will follow me everywhere I go. I go to the store, there's the same thoughts. I go to the nail salon, the same thoughts. I go here, same thoughts. So I have to completely distract myself, because as a Virgo with a lot of Gemini in my chart and Sagittarius, I can be very like over analytical thinker, and it just will attack, and it's like nonstop. So I've learned to just stop worrying about it and just go like, okay, it's just thoughts. They're not mine. And I've pushed them away. But I stop and I meditate, and I'll listen to a meditation with a guidance on it, like a voice on it, so that I can forget about my own thoughts for a second. And because sometimes when I play the meditation, guess what? The thoughts keep going and going. So I have to play like a meditation with actual guidance on it. That's why I'm going to make these meditation videos, like especially clearing your thoughts. Clear your thoughts. Empty your mind. Whatever confusions and illusions that are occurring right now are simply showing you the things that you need to work on. So if you constantly have thoughts and they're repetitively repeating in your head, they just keep going and going and going, it is showing you that this is one of the things that you need to work on. It is good to work with the mind. It is not good to work in the mind, because if you're constantly in the mind, then you don't get out of it, and you're just in there, in your thoughts, and you constantly place this pressure on you in your mind, and you create scenarios that are not even real, and then you don't give the room for your intuition and your own self-guidance to come through. You're constantly allowing these outside influences, negative thoughts and emotions to come in and just tell you how you feel, when really that's not how you feel. You see what I'm saying? There's a way that I can help you with this, especially if you think a lot and you're always constantly in the mind. Yes, our most powerful muscle, and the brain and the mind, the brain and the gut are connected. Another thing, a biggie, if you're constantly thinking, one of the best things that I've done when I was like that, I fasted for 3 days, which is only water, black coffee. Like I even had like a Starbucks here and there, but no food, just a lot of cleansing and things that cleanse my organs out. And for those 3 days, the first day is always hard. The second day is a little bit, The third day, you're not hungry no more. The fourth day, you're definitely not hungry no more. Like if you could do a fast, a cleanse, it helps you. The third day of not eating food, I was like, everything is so bright and shiny and beautiful. And I was able to think clearly. Okay, so everything from your mind is connected to your gut. If you ever look at a picture of your brain and your gut, go ahead and look at it. Go on the internet and type in photos of the brain and the intestine. And you'll see they look exactly the same, because your brain is your gut is your brain. And when you can't think clearly, sometimes it might be the foods you're eating, the things you're consuming, smoking, things like this. For those of you who are analytical thinkers and you think that weed helps you calm down, what you don't realize is that actually it's completely different. It's getting you more paranoid, and it's confusing your thoughts badly. Okay, so I don't want to hear all this shit about, oh, weed helps me think clearer. Okay, so why do you have so many issues then? Why ain't your bills paid? Like, how come you spent $50 on weed, but you didn't pay your fucking car payment? I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like, think about it for a second. Just think about it for a second and really, really get that clarity and think about it. You know what I mean? Really think hard and long and hard. Okay? All right, you guys. I love you. I didn't want this video to be too long because I want people to be able to enjoy it and listen to it. I was trying to be as calm as possible talking with the information. I love you guys. You guys have a great night. Enjoy yourself. Tomorrow is the 31st. I would suggest tonight you do a lot of powerful cutting cords, clearing, releasing, clearing karma, forgiving, letting... My heart. Oh my God. Yeah, a lot of forgiving, a lot of cutting cords, a lot of clearing karma. It's going to be very important for you to do that. Okay. Hold on. Oh, God. Okay. Let's clear that. Let's clear it. Whoa, my heart chakra. My heart just like, it felt like someone pulled on my heart. This is important. That was important because I just said forgiving and letting things go and cutting cords and clearing karma, moving forward. A lot of things got to be let go of here, okay? You're very welcome. You're welcome. No problem. I was channeling for you, baby, directly for every single person in here. Oh, that was tough. All right, guys. I love you. Love and light to you guys. Get some rest. Really, watch the video from the beginning if you didn't watch it. I said to write down 10 goals for this year and make sure you start everything with I have, I am, I have. Now, I will, I might, I should, I can, I have, and I will. I mean, I have and I am. Okay? I love you guys. Good night. You're welcome, you guys. Love and light to you. Bye. I love you guys. I'll see you guys before the new year. Good night, guys. Love you.